Monitoring the health of our waterways is a 24/7 job for environmental scientists. One local organization is counting on locals to help in the effort.
Meteorologist Sam Parker shows us how citizen science is helping communities understand the water they depend on in this month's Growing the Gulf Coast.
Along the Gulf Coast, some residents are doing more than enjoying the water around them. They're helping study it. Through Alabama Water Watch's program, volunteers are trained to monitor water quality and collect data about the health of their local waterways.
That's one of the great things about the Alabama Water Watch program is you don't have to be a scientist. You don't have to have scientific training to be a volunteer water quality monitor. Really, all of the trainings start you off at square one.
And that monitoring is happening in waterways across Mobile and Baldwin counties, including Dog River, Fowl River, and the Magnolia River, with research and education also taking place through the Weeks Bay Research Reserve.
So what does citizen science actually look like? Well, it starts right here, with taking measurements, collecting samples, and of course documenting what you find. But it's with that information that happens next that can make the biggest difference.
Well, we look for trends, look for anything that's out of normal, and if we find something that's out of normal, then we report it into either the Department of Health or Environmental Quality.
The goal is more than simply collecting numbers. Volunteer monitoring groups have used their data to identify problems, work with local and state agencies, and advocate for stronger protections for waterways.
It's important to have residents collecting the data themselves because, again, they're folks that live here along these water bodies. They're the first ones who would notice if something is off. And they're the people that interact with these resources on a daily basis.
And for the people doing the work, there's a personal connection that goes beyond science.
I think I'm making a difference because I can feel comfortable that my grandchildren can swim in the river and not be it not be unsafe for them. And that was probably the most important point to me.
The Mobile Bay National Estuary Program is helping provide the resources and training residents need to become part of the science.
We support providing all of the supplies and the kits for over 100 coastal volunteer water quality monitors throughout Mobile and Baldwin County. And I believe our latest numbers is that this past quarter, they submitted a cumulative number of over 500 data records just in the last 3 months.
Because protecting the Gulf Coast doesn't always start in a laboratory or a government office. Sometimes it starts with a resident, a water sample, and a willingness to get involved by growing the Gulf Coast one sample at a time. From Fowl River, meteorologist Sam Parker alongside photojournalist Nick Johnson, WKRG News 5.